everybody. How are you? I am excited today because we have some really amazing, profound energy that we are sitting in right now that you can fully take advantage of to really shift things in your life in a real positive way. So I want to break it down, 3 easy things you can do to really kind of manifest and get into that zone of genius where things just kind of start to flow and synchronicities start to happen. Just basically start by clearing your energy field, setting aside some time like you're doing right now to just watch this video and, just put that intention out there and that energy out there to release any blockages that might be holding you back. Let go of anything that's no longer serving you, maybe old patterns that worked for you at one time, but they no longer are for your highest and best good. And also, just do a brief scan of people in your life, relationships, commitments that are sucking your energy and just really taking your time away from what you could be focusing on to really make things happen for you. Instead of taking care of everybody else, this is time right now, these 15 minutes that we're in today, where you can dedicate and focus on you and your highest and best good and living your best life. And then also, when you're thinking about clearing out your energy field, which I'm going to do some biofeedback frequencies, I'll take you through a brief meditation that will help support that and just jumpstart that process for you. But as you're starting to listen to that meditation and the frequencies and taking that in and letting it shift your belief systems that maybe are outdated, do an internal scan. And a lot of times we move through life and we see things through filters that we aren't even consciously aware of because we've been just doing it that way forever, right? Since you were a kid. And every now and then, especially as we've seen, things are changing on the daily. Everything is shifting constantly. So should we. We should be adapting, and that's what resilience is all about, right? So, again, it starts with you and how you're taking in, any of the energy that's coming into your field and processing that. And are you judging yourself? Are you restricting yourself in any way? So just think about that. And as things start to come up, just let them go. And then, one of my favorite quotes by Einstein is he talks about basically when you start to get into a state of thinking about connection, when I say connecting with like universal energies, you might go, I don't even know, you're talking like another language. But Einstein said, everything is energy. And all you have to do to get what you want is match your energy to that of what you want. And you can't help but attract it. It's that like attracts like, magnetic forces kind of thing. So when you really start to wrap your head around this, you can realize how powerful we are as, self-healing, self-motivating, human organisms, whatever, that we can really take steps to co-create what you want to see in the world, how you want to feel, what you want your life to look like, and really take steps to making that happen. And so, when we, start thinking about the energy within us, and we're talking about, setting a clear space, releasing out what no longer serves you. Most people, when they go into a state of, okay, I want to create something in my life, so I'm gonna figure it out with my mind. I'm gonna write down very specific goals, and boom, it's just gonna magically happen. But what we forget to realize is our hearts emit 60 times, can you believe that? 60 times as much electromagnetic energy as our minds do. So we need to retrain ourselves to, when we go into a place of creation, just spend some time meditating on seeing what you want to fulfill in your life. Like, what goals do you have? What does that look like? But instead of focusing on the expectations or like the outcome, how it must look exactly like this, or it's not what I want, it's all boxed in. drop into your heart and start to notice what emotions are evoked in you when you see yourself hitting that mark. Because when you can tap into your emotions and you start to see yourself like, well, if I achieved this goal, what would I feel? What would that do for me? And you start to, settle in and you go, maybe that would give you like a really deep sense of feeling satisfied, like you've really, accomplished things in life. Well, tap into that feeling of satisfaction. Maybe for you, it's a deep sense of peace, just knowing everything's taken care of for you. When you can align with that emotion of deep peace, what happens is you start to emit that emotion and you start to notice that more just happening around you. That's when people start to notice like more coincidences happening, like, synchronicities coming in, right people, right places, right time kind of thing. But really it's all, if you think about magnetic energy. And so tap into the emotions, play it out in your mind, see yourself achieving that goal and feeling that feeling, and then starting to be aware of that in your life and drawing more of that in. And then the last thing we do is once we've created on a micro level, we start to tap into those universal energies and create and align on a macro level. Because if you kind of know what that background frequency is, that's always, the neutrinos, the breath of stars, that's it's moving through us. We're imprinting it with our energy. It's, moving on the other side of the world. We're kind of swimming in this big, beautiful sea of energy. And so I'm going to just give you a brief rundown of how awesome and powerful this energy is right now. Because I really want you to realize, the magic that is at your fingertips, so to speak. So we had a new moon in Pisces on March 2nd, just a couple days ago. We're still kind of in that energy. New moons are new beginnings. And what's cool about this new moon and so powerful about this new moon is it's conjuncting, it's basically touching the planet of Jupiter, which is the most expansive planet. So what that means is we have Pisces, which is that energy of dreaming big, and like Jupiter, like anything is possible. So we can really tap in and, kind of let that be the wind in our sails as we move forward in this week, setting, our desires of, what we want to manifest and really tapping into that. And then actually tomorrow on March 6th, we've got a really cool thing happening. We've got both Venus and Mars are, again, conjunct. They're moving in, they're at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And if you guys remember back December of 2020, like you probably heard people talking about the Christmas star, the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, like it only happens once every, couple hundred years. Really powerful energy. Well, this is similar to that, but where the energy in 2020 was more moving us into that age of Aquarius and, kind of affecting us all on a really big collective level. This energy is more about you and you shaping yourself, how you're going to make an impact in the world, what is capable and possible for you to achieve. So again, very powerful energy. And we've got, I've got like 2 more things to tell you. It's just like really cool. We've got all of our personal planets in the sky right now in conjunctions, meaning they're kind of partnering up. And I mean, this again hasn't happened in decades. And what that symbolizes is a very fertile field for new beginnings. And you've really got like I'm Irish and, we have this saying like, may the wind be at your back, because, then you can just let it push you where you want to go, right? And then lastly, I always look at things through the lens of human design. That's kind of my specialty. We've got the sun illuminating the 63rd gate of the I Ching in human design, which is that energy that moves us from a place of doubt to truth. And so this is super powerful when you think about combining all of this energy, because this is really going to help bring out and illuminate in you what is your deepest truth, like what is your full potential? Like if anything was possible for you, what would that look like? And then let's move into doing some biofeedback frequencies to really get you into, that magical place of being able to co-create. So with that said, let's get to the fun part. I have some really powerful abundance frequencies combined with certain frequencies to just help you clear out and create a fertile, soil for us to be able to really move forward in powerful, expansive ways. So with that said, why don't you go ahead, close your eyes, start to go inward, take a couple deep, nice letting go breaths, just focusing on that exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves you, any resistance that you've hit this week. Letting that all go, just dropping into the earth as you feel yourself, illuminating out from your heart space. Take your focus off of your mind and all your thoughts and drop it down into your heart. And just see this beautiful white crystal ball of light that is you, that is your unique soul and imprint, your thumbprint on the world, if you will. Really see that coming out and radiating out in 360 degrees, all directions, becoming more vibrant with each in-breath. And on this next exhale, let's start to drop that beautiful bright white light that is you down your torso, moving through your feet into the earth, effortlessly feeling that gentle electromagnetic pull of the earth, pulling you down, grounding you, plugging you into the core, the crystalline quartz core of our earth. And just like the quartz in all of our electronics, this core will hold you and support you and has all of the energetic frequencies to nourish you, to support you in your growth and in your expansion of your biggest dreams. And as you acclimate to that beautiful, powerful, nourishing energy, start to move that back up, that column of light you've created, feeling it move back into your physical being and moving throughout your energetic field, bringing it up through your heart center and moving out the crown of your head as you're seeing this beautiful light now shoot past the moon, past the sun, past all the stars and planets in our galaxy. And as you hit and reach that invisible barrier of all that you are consciously aware of, with this next inhale, push through that into the subconscious mind, the place and source of all creation, where anything is possible and there's unlimited potential. Start to feel this electric energy, this powerful spark of lightning as you start to move that down, mixing it into your physical field, mixing it in with that powerful earth energy. And let's go ahead and open our heart spaces even more and sit back and just take in these frequencies at full strength. Go ahead and take a few more nice deep breaths if you can before you open your eyes. Just really letting all those subtle shifts take place, settle deep within your being. And then open your eyes and just tell me how you're feeling. Like I felt like a real huge expansive opening myself, just listening to all of the abundance frequencies. Everything's binary. As we know, we live in a binary universe, and a lot of things just really break down to, cracking the code and aligning your energy and being aware of, the energy that is influencing you so that you can learn to be a surfer, right? And ride the wave and still letting it hammer you like it's your first day out there. So this is a really powerful, positive time, and we could sure use some powerful, positive change right now in the world. So please share this out with everybody that you know, and let's tap into this energy and take advantage of it and create a really big shift within ourselves and pushing that out into the world around us. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I really appreciate your support. You can also check out my website, katiesteinle.com, find out a little bit more about all the different things that I do. And I will be back here this time next week, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. Bye for now.